roads. When we were trying our best to get this area protected and maintained, and I think, to be fair to the Ironbridge Gorge Museum Trust, they are having a go themselves at the moment, but struggling to get volunteers for obvious reasons. We had a bat survey here and a moth survey, set the catching bits and bobs up, and you can see there's the bat box up in the tree there, and it was very successful and very popular. And these steps in particular, the ones I'm on now, are quite lethal in places, but especially when they're wet. Not so bad today, and I'm not exactly wearing my walking boots either, but you can see it's a fascinating place to come and explore, and the kids love it. But so few people come here. These steps in particular, and you can see they have been treated on the edges, but still they do slope down, so be cautious. This is one of the more formal areas that was actually at one point, believe it or not, doesn't look like it now, was cleared. That is the Locum Oak. It's in pretty poor shape, to be fair. You see from the big wound on the bottom there. And that is the Rachel Parker Arbour, which was raised by the friends of the Coalbrookdale Arboretum in memory of somebody who stood up early doors and did a lot of work to keep this place recognised and in good shape. You'll recognise that style of seat, and just there used to be a wonderful view. Sadly the poplar's overgrown. So what we'll do is we'll zip down here, just give you the overview, and then probably come back up this path. So that there is where we came in, and we went down the hill, and immediately in front of you can just see the twist in it. That one there, that's a swamp cypress, which is very red, but again it's been maintained, but it's, somebody's finally turned to look at it. I do have a plan of the various trees and things here somewhere. I'll see if I can insert it into this guide somewhere. So we're going to head back round and go back up and do a little circuit route up top. So we're right on the edge of the Arboretum here with some allotments and gardens here. That's the wall to the Quaker burial ground. And just here, surrounded with this little bit of fencing, is actually, there's a pit of some description there and a metal standpipe you can see in the ground maybe. And that is one of the pieces of kit that used to feed the water system down to the fountain at the bottom we mentioned earlier. You can still see that there's formal edging to all these paths. And you can see some of the remnants of the work that was done here some years ago. I'm being hassled by birds at the moment, which is good. So you can see here, this is part of the South Telford Heritage Trail, and that goes up onto the top on the whaleback, which then can go that way, or to the right down into the Sunnyside estate, or you can stay inside the fenced area and head over the top and then drop down to the Cinder Hill. It's just a great area to explore. You might have got a bit of a sense of the windy windiness of the paths and how many there are here, but look at that. I think that's a rowan. Absolutely stunning. Huge trees here. Looks like that could do have been replaced, but let's just take a little last gasp. Windy windy route back down to the open area where the Rachel Parker Arbour is, and say thank you again for joining me on this little exploration. I hope this is somewhere you could come and find and enjoy as much as our family does.